It's Magic Monday again.
Magic Monday.
How are you, Christine?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. How's it going, Lorna?
It's going okay. It's going okay. We want to talk about feeling our feelings today.
Something we always say a lot, right?
Yes, we say don't suppress and feel what you feel.
Hmm.
But saying that and doing that are two very different things. And even for, well, I'll speak for myself. It's hard. It's hard to do. And when unwelcome feelings arise, I think we very much want to make them go away by overthinking them or grabbing a chocolate bar or a glass of wine or getting on the internet to avoid these feelings that can sometimes feel overwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes we're not even aware that we're doing it, right? It's sort of, can be very habitual, where we are automatically keeping ourselves incredibly busy, let's say, or just, fixed in doing mode so that we don't have to feel those feelings. But the downside is those feelings do go somewhere and they go down deep. And, it can be years sometimes of feelings that, have never really been processed or allowed to move through us.
Absolutely. And these are the things that trigger us, the things that upset us, or things that go very far back in our history. And it seems like it's what's happening in the moment that's making us feel it, but actually it's the original wound, it's the original trauma that's coming up again, which is this is the brilliance of our bodies and our journey, is that anything that needs to come out of us is we're going to get the opportunity over and over again to let it go. Um, but it's only when we choose to actually do that that it can be released.
Yeah. So, both from emotional standpoint, from a, physical well-being standpoint, not allowing these feelings, these energies, these emotions to move in the way that they need to actually causes so much imbalance, in our well-being, right? So we can actually, just lead to that chronic, stress response that, breaks the body down over time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll give a personal example here. I have social anxiety. It's very hard for me to be in crowds when it's something. Anyway, I have social anxiety. Let's just leave it at that. And I was at an event a few weeks ago, and I was very uncomfortable. I was there by myself, and I was sitting watching, but it was a lot of people that I knew around me, but I was there on my own. And I felt the discomfort and kind of the shame and the just all of the frankly yucky feelings coming up right through here. And instead of going into my head and overthinking it and telling myself why I shouldn't feel that way, instead of making myself wrong, even really instead of even naming it, I just allowed it to come up and through me. And I was kind of like, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And then it did. It moved through me, and I was able to kind of get back to what I was there to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And usually that would not have been the way I handled it. And it was just very, very interesting to kind of get through that and recognize that something we avoid it because we think it's going to hurt us or even kill us.
Yeah.
And to recognize that it's okay, that we will be all right if we let the feeling out.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly right. And we might even go a step further and say that in addition to sort of letting the feeling be and recognizing it and allowing it and noticing it in our body and just being with it and all, turning that attention inward, getting out of the analytical mind, a byproduct of that really is the ability to observe and say, well, what is it that I can give myself right now in this moment that I need? Is it assurance? Is it love? Is it forgiveness? Is it, feeling of safety and comfort, right? And in order to allow ourselves to tap into this response, which is really what we want, this deeper, more intelligent response on how to work with difficult situations, we are able to turn that attention towards what exactly is going on in our body, right, in our heart, and offer that which we really need, which is the feeling of you're going to be okay, right? All is well. I have you. I see you, right? Everybody feels like this sometimes, right? And we drop into that self-compassion.
Right.
And that's a lot. That's the alchemy right? That's the alchemy that happens.
Yes, and it's really like reparenting that younger part of ourselves that
Mhm.
needs that reassurance, that needs that love. And when we do that, it's not to say that I'll never have social anxiety again. But each time that it happens again, I can give that to myself. I can release the emotion around it and give myself the reassurance. And eventually, yeah, then it doesn't have to come up anymore because it actually is no longer a part of me.
Right. So, reparenting ourselves and rediscovering that we are our own best friends, that we actually, what it would be like, you know, we always say to feel like you're your own best friend. And if we just let the feeling of, wow, to always know that you could rely on yourself, to always know that you have your back, right?
Mhm.
There's nothing like that. That's life changing.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
a practice and a process.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And that you are safe to feel what you feel.
Mhm.
That when these emotions come through you, even though you're in discomfort, that you're okay and that you can be the observer of it and that you can handle it and that you can let it go. And that in doing that, you know, we always say the only way out is through.
Mhm.
So to allow yourself to have the difficult feelings is such a it's a cathartic thing, as,
Mhm.
even though it does put you in discomfort.
Right. Right. So I hope that's helpful. And you know, feeling is healing.
It absolutely is. It
Right.
absolutely is. So, all right, everyone, have a great week. Hope you're enjoying the holiday season, and we will be back next week with another Magic Monday.
Be well. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.